So many people are either gatekeeping or they don't know how to actually dropship in 2025. I have built multiple 6 and 7 figure stores in 2025, and I'm about to show you exactly what is working right now, step by step. Doesn't matter whether you're starting from zero experience or you've tried and failed many times before, this video is for you. I have helped countless beginners go from absolutely no experience to making profitable stores in a very short amount of time. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to find winning products, how to build your product page, how to create high converting ad creatives, and most importantly, just give you the knowledge to skip the mistakes that beginners make. So lock in, guys. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to start up your first profitable dropshipping store in 2025. So step 1, which is the most important step, finding a winning product. If your product sucks, nothing else matters. What most other videos will tell you to do is hop on a spy tool, find a product that's already selling, and just copy them and try and sell it yourself. Unfortunately, that doesn't work anymore. That method is far too saturated. That is exactly what everybody else was doing. You need to know how to find winning products before anybody else is selling them. So I'm going to show you how to find these products with high demand, low competition, and massive profitability. First thing we're going to do is create and optimize a TikTok burner account. This will be used purely for finding winning products. So you need to hop on your phone or PC and log into TikTok. We're going to start by searching up viral hashtags. Things like TikTok made me buy it, Amazon finds, I want a refund. Things like this are going to bring up a massive catalog of viral products. Now, these are not the products that we are going to run, but this is how we start to optimize our For You page to show us products that are going viral right now. So search up the hashtags, and then you need to start engaging with these videos. So like them, comment on them, visit the page that posted them, follow them, save the video, and actually watch it. Because look, watch time is a very important metric in TikTok. So give it what it wants, watch the videos through that maybe contain a product that you really like, and it will speed up this process massively. Now on to the next step. Start scrolling your TikTok For You page. You should notice that it's starting to show you products that are going viral. Very important. If a video pops up that is not related to a winning product, you need to click on the 3 dots and select not interested. This will quickly show TikTok that you're not interested, and it will stop showing you these types of videos. Now this next step is very important. Just because a product is going viral does not mean it's a winner. We need to validate the product. How we do this is first we check for more virality. So I want you to search the name of the product in TikTok and see if more videos pop up. Secondly, we need to make sure that it is going viral in the past 30 days maximum. It cannot be 6 months old, a year old. It will not work for us anymore. And lastly, we need to check for proper demand. So what this means is you should open the comment section and see comments like, where did you get this from? How much is it? I can't find it. Where did you find yours? These are comments showing that people actually want to buy the product, which is a really good sign. Now for this next step, I've actually taken the time to research a product for myself. So I'm going to be running this product alongside you guys, showing you everything I do to set it up. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to show you the results so you know whether this works or not. So I'm going to pull this product up on the screen. Now, what it is a scented pendant. You basically get this little like sponge thing, you spray it with your perfume or cologne, and you send it to, I guess, your partner. It could be used at a lot of different angles. The reason I've selected this though is let's look at the comments. You can see the first comment, where can I buy it? Price. And that was only a couple days ago. Where can I buy it? A couple days ago. You know, location, how much, I want one. How do I get this? I need this. How can we buy it? You can see this clear demand. Also, there is a very broad supply of creatives that I can use for this product. So what I mean, that's checking the virality. It's everywhere. I can find creatives just by searching up the product. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how we're going to create our free product page with this product as my example so you guys can follow along. I have a brand new Shopify store here so we can go through this together. Now, do not be overwhelmed. It can all look like a lot when you first see it, but it's quite simple. All we need to really worry about is going over here to products and then add a product, okay? So at this point here, you need to use your competitors. You need to use anything on the internet, you know, Google, Amazon, Instagram, TikTok, to find images for your product pages. So let me show you an example. All right, guys, so this is a scented pendant. Now, this is the product I'm going to base our product page around today. This is a product going viral on TikTok, so that's why it interested me. This website here is simply found by following the links on TikTok. So this is our competitor's website. We can already go ahead and right click and save the image. So that's a product image for us. If you scroll down, you see that these guys actually have pretty much nothing on their website, just a whole bunch of variants. So this is not a great page at all. You can already see how easy it is to be a little bit better than the competition. Secondly, though, we can go search on AliExpress. So I've just searched scented pendant, and we can see there's one image here. There's one down here. Scroll down a bit. There's one here, one here. So there's plenty of resources on the internet. Here's a link just here. Here's another image, okay? We can see there is quite a few variants, but this love heart one is the main viral one. So this is all I'm really interested, especially when I'm just testing. Again, I can save this, I can screenshot it, a number of ways I can save this image. Also, if you scroll down a little bit, we can actually see customers uploading reviews or testimonials. So there's just so much resources, guys, that you can get some good images, good reviews for your product pages. So these guys have gone to no effort to do so. I'm going to show you how to be a lot better than them, okay? So back on the product page, I've just added an image. So this is just one of the images that we went and saved from the competitor. Perfectly fine. For the title, just nice and simple, scented pendant. We can leave it at that for now. You know, maybe if you've thought of a brand name, you could add that in here, like brand name, scented pendant. That's a great way to do it too. We'll keep it as this for now. Now we need to make our price. I'm going to sell this for $19.99. And my compare at price is going to be $40. This is the sale price or the discount price. So when we check our product page soon, you're going to see that it's 50% off. Because it was $40, okay? Now it's $19.99. So this is our sale price. Very important. You know, you always need to have a good markdown on your website. We do not want to charge tax on this product, and we don't need to worry about this here. Track quantity. No, we're not worried about tracking the quantity. And down here, we don't need this for my product, but here is where you add your variant. So maybe you're doing clothing. You can go ahead and add color. You can, you know, make it black. There's some ones that come up just by default just to help you out. You can then go add another variant. Where am I looking? Add another option. Maybe we add size or something here. Create size, okay? You know, now you can do like extra small, medium, okay? So this is how you set up like a clothing page. We don't need to worry about that though, so I need to clear all of this. Cool, so for now we are done this section. You do not need to write a description here. We're going to do it all in the product page editor. Over here on the left-hand side of the screen, we can see online store. So we need to save it first. Save it before we click away. Okay, we're going to go to the online store section, and we are going to use a free theme because this is a free guide, so it suits. If you don't know, there are paid themes that, yes, they are better, but no, they are not necessary, especially when you are starting out. My favorite free theme is down here called the Refresh theme. I'm going to add this to my Shopify store. While that theme is installing, guys, pay close attention to this. It's going to make our lives a lot easier in a moment. Firstly, remove the password. I accidentally just did it by habit. It'll just be like around here where my mouse is. Just remove password. Then watch over here. Go to content, click on menu, go to main menu here, add menu item, click on this link section, go to products and add your product. So mine is the scented pendant. Okay, click save and drag it to the top. So above home, click save again. Now go to online store and our theme should be ready to edit. So we see the refresh theme here. Click on customize. This is where it's going to look very intimidating for a lot of you guys that it's your first time seeing this, okay? It's very simple once you know what's going on, and I'm going to break it down for you so it's not scary. So firstly, guys, what we just did then is we added our product up here. So we can see we have an option to select scented pendant. It just makes it easier for us. And I recommend one product stores, so this is perfect. Our main product is right there at the top of the store, and we can click on it as well. Now we are in the product page section. Let's just have a quick look or an overview of what's going on right here. When I first started, I remember so clearly I was clicking on the screen, like on this main part of the screen, and I was trying to edit the price, edit that, edit my store, like what's going on here? I was trying to do all this on the screen itself. It all happens here on the left hand side. See where my mouse is, okay? So the text section here is where we can delete, we can remove this my store section if I don't want it there. Or we can edit it to something else, okay? The title here, the product rating here. It's all on the left hand side, okay? And don't worry, it took me a while to get used to this. So don't feel like you're just a bit lost. It's normal. And how we add sections, it's called, is here. So we can add, some text. We can add an image with text, an image banner. I'm going to show you what we need to use, but everything happens on this side of the screen for the majority of editing our product page. You can also go to the top right and cycle through mobile view and desktop view. Now, we are obviously optimizing our page for mobile users. That is the majority of users. Personally though, I actually like editing in the desktop view. I just find it easier to use. I don't know why. I don't like how the screen's so thin. So I keep it in desktop. It's honestly fine either way because we are going to optimize it for mobile both ways. Let's begin slowly. What we're going to do is, this is essentially a blank canvas we've got here. We've already made our sale price. That was in when we added the product. So that's cool, that's done. Let's get rid of that My Store text. Just click this I so it's gone. We don't need that. And start scrolling down. Let's get a bit of a setup going before we worry about the colors and the little things, okay? We're gonna add our first section and it's going to be an image with text. You're gonna see this pop up, okay? The first thing we need to do is go down to the button, which is this button label, and we need to delete that, okay? Simple is better, guys. Trust me on this, just follow my lead, okay? We do not need button labels all over the screen. Now we have an image with text. If we view that on mobile view, it's gonna show an image, a title, and then some text underneath, okay? The great thing about this image with text is we can actually upload a GIF, which is what we are going to do. So that is our first step. So to do this, it's quite simple. There's just a couple quick steps we need to take. Go to the TikTok page you found your product on and choose a video that shows the product off nicely. So I've already picked a video. We're going to go to Snaptic, okay, which downloads the TikTok. Then we're gonna go to video to GIF, which is called ezgif.com, ezgif.com. All you do is drag and drop your Snaptic download into this section here, okay? Upload the video and convert it to a GIF. Once that is done, we can go back to our product page and we're going to click on the image with text, make sure it's selected here on the left-hand side. Then we can see this section up here where my mouse is, where it says select image. Click on that And then it's going to allow us to drag and drop that GIF we just created. So once you've got your GIF in here, you can see that if you switch to mobile, it's actually a pretty good size. Like, it takes up a bit of the phone screen, which is perfect. Okay, that's great. It shows the product being used. This is what you need at the top of your product page. Very important. Next up, we have basically our title. So this first line of text, and then our short description about, the product. Okay. So honestly, you have two ways to do this. Number one is your competitor. This competition barely exists. Okay. So it's a pretty bad example, but normally, at least if they were half decent at dropshipping, there would be a description, there would be titles and different things like this. So they would actually be things we can use for inspiration. Maybe we copied, the description and put it in ChatGPT and asked ChatGPT to reword the title and description, because this is the second method, which is usually what I use. We just need to tell it our product. So I am dropshipping a scented pendant necklace. Just give it a bit of an explanation. It's going viral on TikTok, so it knows the audience. I am running TikTok ads. Can you please write me a short title and description? Okay. Alright guys, so it gave us a title and a description. It spoke about TikTok and I didn't like that, so I said don't talk about TikTok at all. It changed it up a little bit. It's still not that great, so what we're going to do now is, now that it has a little bit of information about our product, we're going to say you are a 7-figure dropshipper. Please write a title and description for my product page. Keep it at 6th grade reading level. Let's just give it that for now. See what comes up. Okay, this is better. But we don't like this, okay? Because we want it to include our angle. So sometimes this can take some time, guys. I'm selling this to long distance relationship audience. So include how it will smell like your loved one for, I'm just gonna say forever. There we go. That's better. Okay, keep the scent forever. That's a good title. So now we go to the image with text. Click on this one and we can just change the heading right here. Copy and paste that. Now, I think that, let me see it in mobile. So, first thing you need to do here, guys, is see how it looks funny. Go to the top column, this image with text, sorry, just the top option. And we're going to change our content layout to, we want middle, we want center, and center. Okay, so now the text has changed to the center. Looks much nicer already. Continuing on, we need our description. Let's go back to ChatGPT. Okay, perfect. So this is good here. I'm going to copy and paste this, okay, into the description, which is the second option. You can see it pop up on the right-hand side here. What I want to do, guys, is see how this is like kind of a blob. It's all in one. When we have a moment, so right after this emoji, it sort of starts a new sentence. I'm going to hit enter. I want it to be separate like this because that looks so much nicer. And remember, we are working with short attention spans that don't want to read much. So this looks easier for them to read. Save your work. All right, guys, our next step now is we want some social proof. Really important. This part is going to get a little bit techie here, so pay close attention. We need to make like a testimonial section. Now on this theme, which is a free theme, as we know, it doesn't have any built-in testimonial section. So when you get paid themes, okay, it's a lot easier because there's going to be like testimonials, reviews, a number of different ways you can make really nice social proof. But that's okay, because there is a way we can make it look pretty nice on a free theme like Refresh. I'm going to teach you how. So let's get started. Now, there's a few steps to it. We're going to click Add Section, and we're going to create a multi-column. This will bring up 3 columns like this. Now click on the multi-column on the left-hand side. So now we can see the options on the right-hand side. What we want to do straight away is, as usual, get rid of this button label. We don't like button labels. That was down the bottom there. Then we want to go to carousel, okay? Select this, because now it's like on your phone, you know, you're just swiping across. So that's much nicer than a list downwards. Okay, next step, we want everything centered, column alignment centered. Which is just here. Is it under my camera? Sorry. Just here, column alignment. Secondary background, none. Yeah, we don't want that like dark gray. See the difference here? That gray, get rid of that. We're gonna fix up our colors in a moment, but for now we'll keep it like this. Next up, okay, that's good. That's good. We want to change our heading. So this can just be, you know, basic testimonials, happy customers, customer reviews, but I like to try and relate it to my product. So if for my product, the scented pendant, I'm trying to sell it to, like, you know, long distance relationship, so they can smell their loved one from everywhere. So I might do like happy lovers. I know it's cringe, all right? I know, but you got to talk like the audience, okay? You got to talk like your target avatar. So that's cool for now. We can always go back and change it. We're going to do happy lovers. We are going to go ahead now and go to the next step, which is click on the first column, okay? Down here on the left-hand side. Now we get the option to add an image. So if you guys remember earlier when I was showing you how to get your product images, you know, off AliExpress, Amazon, TikTok, our competitors' page, this is where you need to go back to them, especially like the AliExpress links, and you need to screenshot, download any review images you can. I need you to get 3. I'm gonna show you what mine look like. So you can click select. I've gone ahead and dragged one in here, okay? And then we can upload that. So now it's gonna give us an image of a customer, you know, holding the product. It looks very nice. It looks like some good social proof. Now, to make it look a bit more like a testimonial, click back on the multi-column, and we're going to go to see this ratio here. We're going to click on that and make it a circle. This is how testimonials look. You know, imagine this is like the face of a happy girl or boy or whatever. Maybe you're selling supplement or, you know, something that helps you sleep better. So this is where your portraits fit in, okay? So that's real nice with the circle. Now we're just gonna go back to the column. Getting a bit more techie here. As I mentioned at the start, because we're using a free theme, they don't have like built-in testimonials. Your paid themes have, you know, stars. They have like a name, you know, like by Rachel or whatever. So we just have to do it manually. So open up Google, 5 stars to copy and paste. Here, good. Right here, copy this. Oh, I kind of like the black ones. Let's just keep it original. Go to this column and paste those 5 stars, okay? We got 5 gold stars. That's a nice review. Now we need to change the description. So go back to ChatGPT. Please write me a customer review about the long distance relationship pendant that smells like the loved ones forever. Okay, just give it some more information. Let's see. Cool, I like this. Perfect. Copy and paste that in here. A nice review, good size, and it has, you know, a name at the end from Emily R. We got 5 stars. That's looking very good, okay? Now we go to our next column and we repeat the process. So, all right, I am finished. So we have the one we made together, swipe across, another image here, and another testimonial, and then one more. We have our last one. So nice images of the product, in someone's hand, on someone's body. We don't want it to be in a box, still wrapped up in a packet, or something like that. So that's really nice social proof there. You can be creative, guys. You can change the happy lovers. You could change these stars. Maybe you want it to just be like, I'm so in love. You don't have to do it exactly like I'm showing you, but this is a really nice base, especially for a free theme. So we're doing awesome, guys. Now we are going to move back up to the top because, well, we need a logo now. Okay, just before we go ahead and make our logo, I'm just going to teach you guys just how to sort of change the color scheme here. Now, this can be a little confusing, okay? Once you understand it though, it's nice and simple. We're going to click on the announcement bar. So scroll up to the top. On the left-hand side, click on the announcement bar. That's this section up here at the top. See our color scheme over here? We can click on that and we can change it. So for now, we're just going to use black and white. So it looks like this. Now we can select this welcome to our store and we can change this to, buy one, get one free. Maybe it's 50% off, 70% off, whatever your offer is. We can write that in the announcement bar. Maybe, 50% off sale ends midnight, okay? Next, we can go to our header, which is in this weird color as well. And then it brings up on the right-hand side, our color schemes. We're gonna change that to, again, black and white for now, because we're just gonna get things organized for now. So as you can see, that already looks a whole lot nicer than it was. You can do the same thing for the footer down the bottom. This is the footer section down here. We can change the color scheme to black and white and it will change that, okay? Save your work at all times, guys. Now, how do we change the color schemes? Well, see how we've selected this black and white scheme? We have a whole bunch of different options. So when I went to the announcement bar, I could have selected any of these options. We can go into this theme setting cog on the top left and we can customize the theme. So I'm going to select the black and white one and maybe I'm going to change the background color to like red. See how it all changes there? Maybe I want it like a really light pink, okay? That'll change it there. And then you can see the text has gone black. We can change that here to white, okay? It's really quite simple once you know what's going on. I don't want to do too much, I'm gonna leave mine at black and white, but what I recommend you guys to do is maybe you're selling like a blue product for some reason. I like matching. So if I was selling a blue product, I would make, my background scheme or, my color scheme, I would make it blue and white, okay? White and something else. So like down here, okay? We could select this one over here. This is like a blue and white theme. That might look really nice, but maybe that blue is not great and you want like a lighter blue, something like this color. And that's what you prefer, okay? Again, I don't want to take too much time in doing this because this is personal. This is you got to be creative. This is up to you, okay? Let's keep it black and white. Don't go too crazy. That's my biggest piece of advice for you. So now we got our color scheme like so. We're going to go ahead and create a logo. All right, so I'm just on Canva. You can use Canva for free. You only need the Pro if you want, like some of these you can see have this Pro on it. In the Discord server, we can get you Canva Pro with all the spy tools for like $30 a month. We have like a service, really cheap. But you can get away with using the free version as well. Now, guys, like think of good logos, okay? Like this is a nice looking logo. This is a nice logo. Now, what they have in common is they are very minimalistic. The text is somewhat thin, okay? It's not thick and bubbly. And it's just like gives it that iconic look without, like this, it's too much. This is a bad logo, too much. And when you first get into it, often you think that like, you think that more is like better, but less is more in a logo. So something super simple you want to click on. So like, I mean, I already just like this real basic text. So sorry, I've just gone ahead and searched minimalist logo in my Canvas search bar. This gives you a whole bunch of like templates that you can use. So I'm just going to use this minimal one. Click on it, customize this template. Once it loads, click on the background and make sure it is true white. See how this is actually not true white? That means when you upload it, it would be, you would actually see the difference. So this is true white here. We're going to select that. I don't know if you guys heard that. It's very loud. Cool. Now we want our logo name. We're going to go boom, boom. Bit too big, that's fine. Ever sent. You know, on the bottom, I actually like having, sometimes I like having like a second sort of sentence, but what I typically do is maybe I go like New York, or maybe I go London. Cause medics, couldn't spell for a second. You know, apparel, like I sort of have it related to whatever kind of product we're gonna sell. In this case, I'm actually not gonna use one. I don't like that text either that was there. For demonstration purposes, I'm happy with this and I'm gonna use this. I'm trying to get a point across that I don't want you to spend too much time on creating a logo, okay? Now, do not save this document. I want you to screenshot it as close as possible. Like I want you to screenshot just this much. If you saved this whole page, when we upload it to our Shopify store, it's actually going to like include all of this white background and you're not gonna see anything. Let's upload this to Shopify now. Go back to your store, go to the header. Then we can see our logo. So edit your logo in theme settings. Click on that. It's gonna bring us a section to drag and drop our logo. All right, perfect. There we go. We have our logo at the top, looking much cleaner already. Nice and simple logo. You can adjust like the size. Obviously, if it's not big enough as well, you can always go back into Canva and like increase the font size, take another screenshot. Just don't make it too big though. So I'm happy with that. Now what we want to do is just the last few customizations to make it look a bit nicer. So scrolling down, I don't like this share button, okay? We don't want that, delete that. What you can also do is actually get rid of this space between here. So if you click on image with text, which is this section, we can see that there's always a padding option. So what that is essentially the space between the two blocks. We don't want too much, so I'm gonna completely remove that, top and bottom, and it's going to get a little bit closer here and also a bit closer here. Same thing with the product information. There's going to be a padding section, so I can remove the bottom, so it's going to get a bit closer, and remove the top, so it's a bit closer. Okay, I just like that better. Less scrolling, I guess. Just a little change there. Then we need to change our text font. So click on this cog at the left hand side, go to typography. This font is awful. There's a few options I like. I like Helvetica. Helvetica, there we go. I'm gonna select that. And then here we're going to go to bold. Let me see what bold looks like. And select that. So see, that's like our titles. We've changed to this bold Helvetica font, which is much nicer. Then we're going to go to the body. So, sorry, I didn't explain it very well, but the headings, we have our first option, and then our body. So the headings is our titles, and our body is our, descriptions. So we're going to change the body to also Helvetica, but not bold, maybe like oblique. See, that's nice. Yeah, I like that. Okay, select that option down the bottom there. And now we can save that. And it already looks much nicer. Once again, our headings are nicer and our body is nicer. There's a lot of different options, guys. Like, I'll throw one more in there for you. I like Poppins as well. Poppins is a nice font, so check it out. See what you prefer. It's completely up to you. And yeah, we're doing good. This is a nice product page, okay? Lastly, maybe this, I don't like how the announcement bar is kind of the same color as the text option. So maybe I will select like a bit of a blue there to give it some color. And I'll, blue and white, buy one, get one free. I got my sale price here at blue as well. You can always change that if you want to. I'm just doing it real simple for you guys. Lastly, this footer, I thought I changed it before, but just go black and white. We're not doing emails right now. Delete that. We don't really need anything there. So we essentially don't have anything here. Now you can do more. We can upload our logo into the footer. We can upload our quick links. So search, contact us, shipping and delivery, track your order. You can do all of these things. But when we're getting started in dropshipping, I just want you to get started. I don't want you to worry about all of these little details that will come once you're getting orders, once you sort of understand it a little more. So for now, let's click save. And this is a great product page that we are going to start selling with. So our product page is set up and ready to go. The next step is making our ad creatives. Now what you need to do is hop back into TikTok and search your product name and find 5 or 6 organic creatives. Once you do, open them up, copy the link URL and paste them into Snaptic so you can download them. Once you have them downloaded, we're gonna hop into CapCut and start editing them. Now, really important is you wanna try and think of or use ChatGPT 3 to 5 different angles or ways to market your product. So what I mean by this is, let's take a look at the creative I'm gonna make. So here it is on CapCut. Now the original text you can see on the screen is POV, she can smell you 24/7. So that's, great as an organic creative, but we want to make it a little more emotional. We want to sort of find a pain point and offer a solution. So my first thoughts of this product is long distance relationships. So that's my pain point for this product. So how I'm going to use it is by creating my own text block and covering the original. I need to target that pain point in a natural sort of organic feeling way. Don't make it too salesy. So I'm just gonna write something like, I cried when my long distance BF got me this, and add like a love heart or something. Then I just need to cover the original block. So to do that, we just make our own background, we make it white with black text, and then we just increase the width and the height of the borders. Now, one last important thing is you need to use Proxima Nova text font. That's like the native or original TikTok font. Once you've got that set up, just drag it so it covers the entire creative and you're done. That's one ad creative done. All right, now we need to set up our ad campaigns through TikTok. Now it's really easy to connect your TikTok to your Shopify store. So what you need to do is head back to Shopify, go over here to sales channels and search up TikTok. So click on whatever pops up and you just need to install TikTok into your Shopify. So once you get here, super simple guys, just click create a new TikTok for business. This will let you, sign up to TikTok Ads Manager and then just follow the steps. It's just your email, your password that you create and then connect it all through here. So you're going to get to this data sharing step. Make sure you select maximum, then create your pixel and click confirm. After that, the pixel will show up on your TikTok Ads Manager account. So we're on TikTok Ads Manager now. We're going to set up our testing campaigns. Go over here to conversion and select sales. Make sure you select manual campaign. You don't want this Smart Plus campaign. Leave off the catalog and then change your campaign name to your product name. So centered pendant ABO test. We're going to be setting up an ABO testing campaign. Leave all of this and select continue to the next page. So website. You want your data connection, which is your pixel, and then your optimization event, which needs to be complete payment. Scrolling down, we're going to select placement and unselect these two, leaving only TikTok. Advanced settings, we're going to turn off comments. We're going to turn off downloads, leave on sharing, that's fine. Select your audience. I always do United States. For this product, I'm going to do male and female, 18 plus, completely broad. This is the best way for the majority of products. Just let TikTok do its thing. Scroll down until your daily budget. For some reason, mine is on $9,999. I'm actually going to select 20. We're going to do $20 per ad group. I'll show you what that means in a minute. So $20 daily budget. And your starting time for a test, you want it to be at about 6 a.m. So this right now is 2 a.m. We're going to select 6 a.m. So the test will start at 6 a.m., the following day, whatever time you're at now, just change it to the following day, 6 a.m. Conversion already set up. We're going to click continue, moving on to the next page. At the top here, we can select use smart creatives. And we're going to create a new custom identity. Now, I typically keep it organic. So like, maybe I do like Catherine or something. Maybe like an underscore. I keep it really like it's an actual user using this TikTok account, okay? Just like this, guys, I've just got an image of a girl's face or something. We want to keep it organic. We don't want to be like a brand shoving, our ads in the users' faces. That's the trick to TikTok ads. Next up, we're going to click on upload, and here's where you need to drag your creatives that you made in. Cool, so my 4 ad creatives are here. Now for this method, we only need 1, but the reason we threw them all in then is because after I delete the other 3, okay, if I select choose from library, the 4 ads are right there ready to go, and you don't need to upload them ever again, right? So they're in your library now. So we only want to leave 1 ad creative. We want to make sure we tick use smart creative ads. I don't know if I mentioned that. So next thing, we're going to go down to the text boxes. Now I usually just include like my hook of the ad creative or just one of the hooks I really like. But I do recommend adding 3 text boxes. So that could be like your offer. Maybe you've got like a 50% off sale ends midnight. Buy one, get one free today only. So this is like your offer or kind of like your pain point or your marketing angle. So there's just 3 different examples of what you need to use depending on your product, okay? Next up, we have our call to action. We want to deselect everything and only turn on shop now. Lastly, we just need to copy and paste our URL into this box. So that goes in there. You can preview to make sure it's working fine. Then you're going to click publish all. So make sure your product page is the URL you put in there as well, guys. Next up, you're going to see that your campaign has been created. What you want to do now is duplicate the ad group, okay? We're just gonna do it one at a time so this makes sense to you guys. So click on the duplicate button, number of copies, 1. Okay, everything here stays the same. All we need to do is go over to our creative level. So click on the smart creative to open up where we just were. Now, super simple. Add 1 that we used, we need to delete it, and now choose from library and drag in add 2. Okay, now you've got your second ad creative in there. And what's happening right now is we're giving each ad creative its own ad group with $20 spent. So now you just need to publish all again. So it's a super simple process. Just go back to the ad groups, click duplicate, and do it again. So then you have 3 ad groups with your third ad creative. Do that as many times as you have ad creative. So each ad gets its own $20 spent. All right, we are at the end of the test and I have some results to show you guys. Take a look at this. I think it's focused. Let me refresh it though. Put it back on. So as you can see, we have 3 sales at $74.94. So that is great news. So let's have a look at our 4 ad groups. Now remember, we have 1 creative per ad group at a $20 budget, just like we set up together. Coming in at the first ad group here, we have 2 conversions. So that ad creative was profitable. We can see the cost per conversion had a $9.34 CPA. So that means it spent $9.34 every sale it got for 2 sales. The CPC, 25 cents is great, and the CPM is nice and healthy at $3.48. It's actually quite low, to be honest. The second ad group, it got 1 sale at a $19.45 CPA. Now, honestly, that is probably not profitable. Then the bottom 2, okay, they did not get a sale at all. They spent about $17 each. Again, pulling in no sale. So that gives us a really clear guide of what to do moving forward. Our top campaign there with 2 sales was profitable. So that means we have found our winning ad creative. That means that if we go forward scaling that ad creative, technically it will remain profitable and let us scale. All right, now you guys know that it is possible. You just have to follow the right methods. Please leave a like and a comment on the video, guys. I would appreciate that a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next one.